Hi everybody, we just came from Spa. Loved track by many drivers, loved track by many fans, and the weekend brought about rainy weather and just a decision by the FIA to suspend the whole race until all the rain was gone was really not it. We had to wait 90 minutes. Somebody like me, I normally make sure I've done everything by the time a Grand Prix starts. So that means I had 90 minutes of just listening to commentators and just doing nothing because I'd rather be watching the Grand Prix. And they cited weather, visibility, slippery track, whatever, but they didn't even give the drivers a chance to even try to go out on track because it was a rolling start. Safety car for the first 4 laps. I think they were really exaggerating the safety thing because to be the best in the world means you need to be able to drive in the rain. So I don't know who they normally try to protect with these situations. Even people are joking online like, why do we even have wet tires then if we are not racing during the rain? I mean, what are the wet tires for? And to claim you're the best driver in the world, you need to drive in challenging situations, challenging weather, and rain is one of those that you need to have experience in driving. And I really felt they messed up some drivers because some teams were proactive. They did like a whole wet setup in their car to gain an advantage. Then the FIA decided, no, you're not doing this race in the rain. Every little drop, once it was done, is when the race started. And so there was no surprise. Except for Hamilton moving up the grid, nothing else changed. There was no surprise actually in who was on top or who was number 2. Of course, the McLarens, and they got to drive in a comfortable setup. They were also complaining about the visibility when there was that long wait. So they got their wish. They drove in suitable conditions for them, and they got 1-2, maximizing the weekend yet again. I would get it if, let's say, the drivers are they started the race and there was like full-on carnage, nothing happening, everyone hitting everyone. Then if they stop the race, there's a call to stop the race. But just to not even start the race so that you wait for rain to stop, I think it's really it for me. It wasn't it. To claim to be the best in the world, you need to drive with challenges, and it's these challenges, different setups needing to be done, different strategies needing to be done, that brings out some really good winners, in the sense that we got a Hulkenberg podium in Silverstone. It's these conditions that bring up these drivers that we wouldn't think will get podium. I mean, there was one time we got K-Mag pole. You know, it's these conditions that are bringing up these drivers who take challenges and are able to overcome challenges. You know, let the drivers who are afraid to drive stay maybe in the pit. I don't know if the teams, maybe they're afraid their cars are going to get wrecked. There's a lot of cost or damage. Let the ones who can't race stay in the pits or in the garage, because I think really making sure you're driving on inters and dry tires only is not it. Making sure you wait for the rain to stop so that you can start the race is not it. We want to see a race in every, even if like they had like somewhere with snow, we will want to see these drivers race in the snow, because I cannot be afraid of rain and have like someone like, I don't want to name any names. Let me just say ex F1 driver afraid to drive in the rain. We are different. I'm not I'm not an expert driver. I'm just an ordinary driver. So to differentiate from myself and Formula One drivers, they need to be able to be confident in the rain. Yeah, so that's about it. It was quite disappointing, especially in the beginning. So Piastri won, took pole from Lando, outsmarted him. Lando took P2, Charles took P3, and it was really not a surprise. Lando got pole. When he got pole in this weird rolling start and all, the very first lap that they got racing, you know, I think it was lap 5, Piastri took an advantage and overtook him. And just set out everything the whole race, because he took on mediums and he actually made the mediums last until the last or rather until the checkered flag. I think in Lando's mind, he was thinking because Piastri took mediums, he might pit again, and so he took hards. Mistakes that Lando, according to me, wishes he never made, letting Piastri overtake him early on in the race. He did not even defend. He was maybe thinking, it's too early, I can do something about it later. That was mistake number 1. Mistake number 2, taking on hards when he went to the pit. I think in his mind he was like, hards will last the whole race. Piastri took mediums, he might pit again. Piastri is his closest rival. He was maybe comparing the strategies with him, but that was a mistake because hards slowed him down, made Piastri to build a gap. The third mistake is letting Piastri build a gap, because once you let a driver build a gap, the front driver will have an advantage always, because they have clean air, nice rolling through the track, and catching up can be really hard. And it's interesting because every time Piastri wins, or rather most of the time I can recall Piastri winning, it involves Lando making a mistake. So I think Lando needs to retrospect his performances and his races, because most of the time he's been P2 and his teammate has been P1. It's purely out of his own mistakes. So if he wants to be number 1 in the world, he needs to check on that. Mistakes will cost him, and cost him big. Charles, usual scuffle with his race director, televised for all of us to hear. Max came in P4. He was one of the drivers who was really not happy with FIA's decision to let the race take place in the dry conditions, because his team had already set up the car for a wet race. They had been proactive. They had done a nice setup for the wets, but lost that advantage because most of actually all the race took place in the dry conditions. George came in P5, and yeah, that's your top 5 from Spa. Highlight and headline of the race is Lewis Hamilton coming from pit lane to P7. Amazing drive, amazing strategy, put on slicks in good time, and just overtook his way to the front to points. This is why we watch Formula One. Yeah, this is the magic we want to see from the driver coming alive, the car coming alive, or both. It's just why we watch Formula One, and it was great to watch. Beautiful race from him, amazing comeback, and yeah, it's the kind of thing we hope for. He didn't get podium, but he got points. Championship impact, Piastri still P1, Lando P2, Max P3, and constructors, McLaren have it, Ferrari, then Mercedes. And it's great to watch. We know the constructors is sealed according to me. So we just looking for the next world champion. So that's what we are waiting for. That's what we want to see, because the margin is not too big. Anything can change anytime. Off the track drama this week has to be Red Bull. So the second driver curse is just a myth. The poor performance and the career-ending situation for the second Red Bull seat driver is actually an orchestrated thing. Why? We found out that apparently the second driver is expected to make do with the car he's given, without upgrades, without updates. And get this, even if the whatever he needs is in a stockpile somewhere. It's not that they don't have it. It's in a stockpile somewhere. And because Red Bull was playing favorite child, this stockpile that is sitting waiting for to upgrade the car was only for Max. So any other driver, if they have an issue, if they need upgrades, if they need updates, if they are struggling with their car, this stockpile is not for them. So it's really distasteful if really they have been doing this, because why would you want your second driver to fail? It's a team, and we see now that the importance of a team. You can see like Ferrari, they don't get wins, but they are good in constructors because the team effort is paying out. But Red Bull, the only one they were relying on now is not winning, so they're not getting as many points as they would want in a race. So now they go back to team, but they almost killed the second driver's seat, because I think nobody even, or rather there are some who are gutsy enough to accept it, like Yuki, but people are afraid of the second seat, and it was like a myth or a curse. People are saying second seat or what, but it's just an orchestrated thing, whereby you don't get upgrades, you don't get updates. And why would did everyone know? Who said this, that we have a favorite child and everything must work in his favor, and the other driver is supposed to make do with what he has? This really hurt me, because I've been really sour when they took out Checo. I don't know if I'll get over it, but they took out these drivers, messed up their careers, took them out of Formula One because they refused to give them a car that they could compete in. Intentionally refused to give them a car that they could compete in. This should not happen. This should not happen. And if, as a driver, I know this is happening, it could even cause more demoralizing outcomes, because I'll be like, okay, they don't even care about what number I finished. They don't care about what position I'm in. They don't care if I finish. So long as their top driver, my teammate, is doing well, that's it. So the demoralizing factor in this, the just dishonest, the real distasteful implication of this is really bad, and I hope no other team does this, because it's really crazy. There's some instances you can give your number one driver a chance, but stockpiling parts and upgrades that, or rather you have the solution to the second driver's problems in the palm of your hand, or in the factory, or in a stockpile somewhere, and you are not even attempting to help them. And when the team boss is asking, like, this car is not hard to drive, X can be able to drive it, I don't understand why the other driver is not being able to drive it, and they know what they are doing. That's so sad. That's so sad. Anyway, let me get away from that. Episode number 13, more than half the season. So good people, my followers, my viewers, my subscribers, I really want to thank you. Every week, every race week, I make an episode, and of course it's 13 episodes now, about something I love, that is Formula One. And nothing is ever promoted, so anyone who comes across my videos and watches, leaves a comment, leaves a like, I really appreciate you all. The moms, the women, the ladies who tell me, we got interested in this Formula One sport because of your videos. I love you all. And my dad show, that's my day one. He keeps telling me I can hear and see the confidence grow with every episode, and that's the aim, to get that confidence up. It's one thing to be social, like I'm a social person, but it's a whole different level of confidence to just talk to yourself. Like, yeah, of course, when I do the videos you'll watch, but talking to yourself so that you can reach different people of different races, of different countries, through your videos, takes another level of confidence. You question yourself, you wonder if they'll understand your accent. And yeah, it's a whole different level of confidence. And every time I get better, or somebody comments that the confidence is getting better, I feel good, because that's the aim of doing videos. And being a mother, I know consistency compounds and compounds. So consistently I try to build the confidence. I try to pull out videos, and I really thank everyone who takes time to watch. It's 13 episodes. If you have not watched, and you get some time, go and watch, comment. They're not too long, they're short episodes, I promise. So when you get time, go and watch. Go and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't, at Shiko Talk. Subscribe, comment, like any videos you see there, and yeah, I'll try and put out more quality content. So what happens is, I use free software. So and thank God for free software, otherwise I will not have even attempted to try and do episodes or content or anything. Thank God for free software, but they are limiting, so you should see me crop out watermarks and and other things. People who do content, they might understand me more, but it's limiting. But no complaints, no excuses. Whatever quality the free software for editing allows me, like it's like 720, that's what I put out. And I hope whatever the content, whatever I say is more important than how the video looks. Of course, I'll try and get some paid softwares with time, so that to get the quality of edited videos to be better. But thank you for watching, and yeah, follow me on my socials at Shiko Talk. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at Shiko Talk. And I'm here every race week, every race weekend, putting out content. Let's interact, let's comment, let's like, and I appreciate you all. So next up is the Hungarian Grand Prix. The McLaren duo take their championship battle to Hungary. It's going to be probably rainy. They are forecasting it to be rainy. FIA, don't mess up the race. Don't give us safety car starts. Don't give us a rolling start. Let these teams use the wet tires. They are there for a reason, and it's quite weird that we go through the whole season and the teams never use wet tires. Last year McLaren got their first 1-2 in like a bit, so I think it was the first of their turnaround of performance. Piastri got his first win there. It was controversial because Lando was told to let him through at some point. Not the kind of first win probably someone like him, or I don't know if he enjoyed it, but it isn't a win that you want for your first win. You want your first win to be totally, he earned that win. So many were saying it was given to him by the team, by Lando. But anyway, that marked a start of his wins. And yeah, we are going back there. We expect full-on McLaren dominance somehow. I don't know if it will be a 1-2, but we expect the McLaren drivers to take their championship fight to Hungary. pretty close between the two of them. So the constructors, it's pretty much McLaren. So it's only the drivers that we are not sure if it's Piastri or Lando who will take the first, number one in the world. So it will be a first for both of them. So both of them, it will be special. But I'm loving this fight. I'm loving every weekend something happens, Lando messes up, Piastri is in front. But it's always somehow that Lando does a mistake that Piastri wins. So I don't know how that will work out, but it's always Lando doing a mistake and Piastri just takes on full advantage. And so as we go to Hungary, as always, fingers crossed for a Ferrari win, fingers crossed for a Ferrari podium. All the best to all the teams, all the best to all the drivers, fans, teams, drivers. Let's lock in for Hungary, and I hope it will be a wonderful weekend. I'm Shiko. Have a wonderful weekend. God bless.